Okay, so the flight down wasn't all that great. I had a layover in Atlanta. It was about an hour and a half layover, not too bad. But just getting to the Dayton airport where I flew out of, I had to get there 3 hours early because my sister had a meeting she had to be at, and she was my ride to the airport. I didn't want to pay to have my car stored or parked at the airport the whole time I was down here. That would have been way too much money. But yeah, so I had to spend like 2.5 hours sitting doing nothing at the airport just so I can get on the plane to go to Atlanta. Hour and a half layover in Atlanta. Finally get to Orlando. Now, the first plane ride, 2 kids sitting directly behind me, screaming a lot of the times, 4 and 5 years old, probably about the age right there, kicking my seat repeatedly. The stewardess came down with the cart with the soda pop and the pretzels and was like, can I get you anything? And I'm like, yeah, leg restraints and a couple muzzles would be great. And the parents behind me heard me say that, and they didn't really take it too well. But, you know, I didn't really give a fuck at that point because their kids were driving me crazy for the entire flight. From Atlanta to Orlando went a lot better. The person sitting next to me actually did not show up, so I had 2 seats. I just put my case next to me, had plenty of leg room. Real nice flight, really relaxing. I slept most of the way down. Then once I got to Orlando, that airport, found my bag and everything easily, went down, signed up, or signed in over at Avis to get my rental car, and walked over to the parking garage, and it's a brand new Prius, is what they gave me to drive. I'm not the type of person who's used to new things. I obviously don't have the most money in the world staying in this dump. But, you know, I thought that was pretty cool until I went over and tried to start the thing. First of all, the keychain doesn't have a key on it. So what do you call it? Keychain with no keys. I didn't know. It just had the electronic open the door and lock the door buttons on it, and an alarm button. But I get in the car, and there's like no ignition anywhere. They said the keys were in the car. So I was like, okay, well, here's the keychain. Why didn't they put the keys in the car? Apparently they don't have keys in Priuses. There's a power button, like a computer or something. So it took me a few minutes to figure out how to start the car. A few minutes is a lie, actually, because I had to go get help. I didn't know how to start the car. And then I couldn't find the damn cigarette lighter, which is important, because I don't smoke, but I am not that familiar with Orlando, and I hate driving around areas I'm not familiar with. So I brought my own GPS that I'm very familiar with, and it has to plug into the cigarette lighter. I spent a good 5 minutes looking for the cigarette lighter, couldn't find it, had to go get somebody to show me where it was, and it wasn't the easiest place in the world to find. You have to open up the armrest, pull back a flap, and it's down in there. Don't know why the fuck they have a cigarette lighter in there. But then there's also a spot almost down where your feet are. Yeah, you can't even see it. You have to actually lean over to the passenger seat, look down on the floor, and then there's a cigarette lighter down there. Did not understand that. But once I was finally able to start the car, felt comfortable enough to move the car, I started heading over to my hotel. Once I got there, I called Zach, see what his plans were for Minecon, if we were doing a little Scotlanders meetup there. Turns out he didn't have any set plans for sure on what time he was going to get there, or what they were going to do a meetup, but he said he'd call me when he knew more for sure about the time frame. And so then, I've been eating airport food all day. I went out to Denny's. There's one right across the street. Best thing about this hotel, aside from the TV, is they have a Denny's right over there, and so I was able to get some hot cakes and sausage and eggs and some toast and breakfast for dinner. That's always good, and I'll have breakfast for breakfast tomorrow right over there as well, right before I go over to the convention center. Today is Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, so Minecon is still a whole day away. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow yet. Might go to SeaWorld. I know I'm going to check out the convention center and see what's going on over there, because they got people helping set up right now. And Zach was telling me Brett has been over there helping them set up for the last day or so. So maybe I'll see Brett tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, I really don't know what my plans are for tomorrow. I might see if there's anything around here I haven't done before. One of the problems is I've been to Orlando and Florida so many times, growing up as a kid and everything. I've been to all the theme parks. I've done the theme parks multiple times around here. My whole reason for being in Orlando is strictly Minecon. When Minecon is over, I'm spending the rest of my vacation visiting family. So, yeah, that's the way things have went so far. I wasn't really prepared for the tolls. I knew there was a whole bunch of tolls on the road from past, trips down here, but I didn't think about it when I left. So I'm out on the highway coming up all these toll roads, and I don't have exact change. So yeah, I was very unprepared for that, and it says you has to have exact change or whatnot, and there wasn't even people in some of the booths, so I didn't know what I should do. So yeah, I may not have paid a toll or two. But yeah, anyways, I'll try to give updates throughout the Minecon experience. But I'm not going to be able to upload anything until I get back. So you're getting this video it'll probably be almost 10 days after Minecon when I'm able to upload this. So anyways, see you later.